Okay, we're back here again. Yeah, we just made some slightly different choices. Like, for example, buying Moo the ice cream, saying that we shouldn't worry about Noelle too much, and obviously not getting the gift, and yeah, that's pretty much about it. But anyway, we're gonna say, if you want, it can be a date. Hint, 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 nudge, nudge, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. That's the one I was supposed to be saying. Look at Noelle hesitantly, unsure. Calling it a date in front of Noelle when I specified to Moo the other day that might seem too wishy-washy, but at the same time, is that good enough reason to say no? It is true I never really considered it as a date, but I've only ever seen Noelle as a friend, but it's also true that she's very precious to me. If possible, I want to make her happy. I want to see her smile. Well, I didn't think it was a date, but if you want it to be, then I don't see any reason why it can't be. Just this once. That might be interesting. I've never been on a date before. Oh, neither have I. I don't really know what you're meant to do. The ultimate goal is to have a child, I think. Way too early for that just yet. Okay, we're just gonna... we're not gonna get to that part just quite yet, Noelle. Just calm down. Calm your little horny ass down. Yeah, I guess it... Wait, what? You said it so nonchalantly it completely caught me off guard. I apologize. I was merely repeating something I saw in a pamphlet in the doctor's office last month. You went to see a doctor? I had the flu. Oh, I had the flu a short while ago. I'm fine now. That's good. I'm glad you're getting better, but that isn't the issue here. I don't think we're at the stage where we should be having a baby. Mel looks troubled. He also had an apology, hair falling over her shoulders. I'm sorry. It was just a joke. I'm trying to diffuse the tension. I thought you seemed anxious. If I think I just made it worse. Well, I wasn't expecting it, so I was surprised. That's natural. When expecting it, of course you would be surprised. But, Chun, yes, it is true that I'm confused. Don't really know what you're meant to do on a date. Never been out with a boy before. Well, I don't know. Maybe we could hold hands? Chun, my boy. You go get him. Although I try to sound casual, I can't help but stumble over the words. Really isn't coming naturally to me at all. Most looks so stupid. Ella seems to think so too, because she takes pity on me. That's alright. You don't need to force yourself. Acting so rashly may bring about discomfort. Yeah, that's true. Maybe a little. Instead, shall we spend time together and talk like we usually do? Yeah, that sounds about right, yeah. But then we'll just be doing what we always do. How's that a date? Maybe the exact terminology doesn't matter. Huh? What do you mean? I mean, words do not express ideas very well. I think people try to define their lives by arbitrary words and phrases too much. But it's the actions behind the terminology that's the most important. I think instead of worrying about whether this is a date or not, we should just try to have fun. That's what I think. Couldn't have said it better myself, Noelle. What she said is a little hard to understand, but I think I get it. High boy is very tricky as well, but that might just be because I'm bad at expressing myself. Although, I'm still curious. Curious? I'd like to know what a date feels like. Especially if it is with you. After all, You're my best friend. Oh, so cute. So cute when she's not murdering us, you know. But anyway, back to skipping past all this. Oh, but when I'm with her, everything feels safer, more familiar. This well-worn road, the trees that line it, feels filled with swaying flowers. It must be because I'm so used to taking in these sights with her by my side. Memories of this village are so filled with Noelle that nothing looks right without her. Weather is pleasant, the sun is shining, and there's a gentle breeze to offset the heat of the sun. The sky up above is a beautiful blue. I don't know if there's a date or not, but if it is, the weather would be perfect for once. Are you alright coming into town though? I don't like it as much as the forest. That's right. In town I had to wear my shoes. I think you should wear shoes in the forest too. What if you step on a patch of nettles? I appreciate your concern, but you don't need to worry. I won't do something like that. How do you know? I just do. Like I know the sky is blue and the grass is green, rabbits are cute. It's simply a fact. I think we're straying away from the matter at hand. No what? I was answering your initial question. No, I don't mind coming here. There are interesting things in town too. Like the convenience store Jello? Maybe. I'll be sure to buy you some. Don't worry. Yay! And back to the store again. Just gonna skip past all this. Okay, but this time my poor wallet is gonna get massive dent in it because we're gonna buy the doll. Two of us, Noelle and I, sit together on a park bench. The same park I went to with Moo a couple of days ago. Nice place, secluded from the rest of the town by a thick row of trees. Not many people, so it's fairly relaxing. Here, birds twittering in the trees overhead, and the very distinct hum of cars. The sky overhead is a warm, bright blue, like something from watercolor painting. It's a nice change from a dull, dreary, dark brown interior of that weird antique store. Able to inhale large lungfuls of air without choking on dust mites feels like nothing short of a blessing. If I wanted to be melodramatic about it, I could say I feel as though I've been born again. And you are so fucking overdramatic, Akchan. Don't know how I might earlier perched on her lap, enjoying the warm sun of the golden afternoon. Rose light blonde hair shimmers under the sunlight. I think even that small frown on her face looks just a little more hopeful. I wonder if this doll is related to Escape too. Noelle seems preoccupied with rearranging the doll's bonnet. She unties it and sets to work tying it again, manipulating the small stripe of yellow ribbon expertly with her slender fingers. Watching her attend to this unnecessarily fiddly task with such a look of intense concentration on her face is soothing. Akchan? Thank you for buying her for me. It's nothing, really. Say it curiously, even though it's a lie. Though it wasn't nothing. It was the complete opposite of nothing. Poor wallet is so empty I wouldn't be surprised if its stomach started rumbling. Whatever it is that wallets have in lieu of stomachs. Pointing that out would be rude though. It's not like I mind too much. So long as this gift makes Noelle happy, it's fine. Not like that. God, what is it with my brain today? Goddamn. It's not that hard. Just gotta fucking read. Okay. God, I feel like I need to give my brain a fucking pep talk. Okay. It's not like there I was anything I... Okay, it's not just my brain that... worded wrong. Not like there was anything I wanted to buy for myself. There. Fixed it. I appreciate it. And I think she... I don't know why it just like there. That's kind of ominous. And I think she is happy too. Looks a lot more cheerful. I'm glad. Maybe she got depressed being stuck inside for so long. Maybe perhaps I should ask her. Do you think you'd get a reply? Perhaps. If I'm very polite. You thought of giving her a name? Noelle stops, pausing for a moment. One would have thought I'd ask her a complicated mathematical quandary, judging by her expression. Is it really that difficult to answer? No, not yet. It's the special things. Great meanings after all. I suppose so. Nobody ever calls me by my real name. It makes me kind of insignificant sometimes. Like nobody cares. I think Akchan is a cute name. It suits you. But it's not my real name. It's a diminutive. You're a diminutive sort of person, Akchan. Somehow I don't feel like that's a compliment. Names really are important, though. They change how people perceive the world. Not just names, but words. Huh? What do you mean? I mean, for instance, is this doll an antique or is she old? I don't know. Both are probably true. Antiques meant to be old? I have my doubts about just how much this doll is actually worth, though. That's right. They're both true. But they both exist at the same time. How people perceive the worth of this doll will change depending on which word is used. But both words are true. So, words shape reality? Something like that. It's complicated. That's why names are not to be taken lightly. Names give meaning. They contain the wishes of the parents. You mean how parents want their children to be viewed? Or what they want their children to become? No nods her head. I see. I think I can get it. Remember back when I was younger, at school, we were sent a homework question. We had to ask our parents about the meanings behind our names and why they chose them. I was given a similar task at my old school too. Parents said my name means hardworking. My name means Christmas in French. Really? I didn't know that. I don't know how many people do. You were born near Christmas as well, weren't you? On December 17th. Noelle frowns. Looks pensive. You have to be careful with names. You give your child an unfortunate name, you may inadvertently give them an unfortunate life. Huh? Is that how it is? She nods her head. Sounds kind of bleak. Well, it is bleak. People judge others based on appearances and first impressions. You have an unusual name, then... Noelle's voice trails off. Her hands holding a doll on her lap are trembling. Hey, are you okay? Noelle opens her mouth, but no words come out. She looks frustrated. Maybe it's because she can't find the words. I don't know. Noelle soon gives up on the idea of verbal communication. Then she settles for something simpler. She shakes her head. Even I can understand that. Do you want to talk about it? I'm bad at talking. It might take a while. That's fine. We have enough time. But you need to go back home tomorrow. Not for another few hours. Oh, is that so? Noelle turns her head away. It's clear she's trying to avoid my gaze. A few minutes pass while Noelle fruitlessly attempts to formulate words. It takes her several false starts of opening her mouth and then closing it again, but finally she is able to say something. Not much, but still something. I don't like my name very much. Why not? I think it's kinda cool. Cool? Yeah. I mean, it's pretty uncommon, right? Don't see many Japanese people called that. And that's precisely the problem. Huh? Noelle looks at her lap, still fussing over a doll. Preoccupied herself by smoothing out the doll's dress for a while. Maybe to buy some time. I don't know. Like I said, there's gonna be unfortunate things, especially if they are unusual. This is what the people at my school thought, I think. They thought I was strange. So I was singled out. Her old school. I haven't spoken about before, but maybe I should. It might be relaxing, maybe. But Noelle doesn't seem confident. Expression is anxious. A strand of hair blows across her face, caught by a sudden gust of wind. It takes her a few seconds, longer than usual, to react, brushing it back behind her ear. If you don't mind, I would like to know. Why? Because, well, if it'll make you feel better, then I'll do all I can. Not as though you will be able to help me. It's not as though you'll be able to help. It's already happened. I know that. I'm not suffering under any delusions here. It's just, I think. I know it's a cliche, but a phrase people say, a trouble shared is a trouble halved. You know? But surely sharing your troubles multiplies the burden. I think maybe it'd be selfish, and it isn't really any of your business anyway. One remark of Noelle could be constructed as being impolite, but I think otherwise. What she's actually saying is slightly different. I think she's concerned about me. I think if she opens up to me, it will upset me. And it would be an upset that would be avoided. Yeah, it would be an upset that could be avoided easily. She does have a point. It is her past. She has no obligation to share it with me if she doesn't want to. But I think you're being silent for the wrong reason. Noelle blinks. Looks slightly taken aback. Don't think she was expecting it. Does that mean there's a right reason, Ak-chan? I don't know. Maybe I phrased it badly? Maybe it isn't a matter of right or wrong, but I feel you're not telling me because you don't want to burden me. Not because you don't want to talk about it. Perhaps. Maybe that is true. Well then, if that is the case then, you don't need to worry. Why not? I don't understand. I mean, you're my friend. My best friend. There's something troubling you, of course I want to know what it is. Isn't that nosy? Maybe a little. But if you really care about someone, sometimes I think you can't help it. Can't help worrying about you. Humans are unnecessarily complicated. They confuse me. You're human too, you know. Am I? What else would you be? You look like a human to me. That's just on the outside. Don't know what I look like on the inside. Nobody does. And that's why I'm asking. If it isn't too much trouble, then I would like to know. I want to know what goes inside your head. Silence descends upon us. Long drawn-out silence. I can hear the cars in the distance, just beyond the trees, but I can't see them. Makes me wonder whether they're really there. It's just us. Just Noelle and I and nobody else. You know, Akchan, I've been so unhappy for such a long time. I don't even know where to begin. When I was younger, I never wanted to go to school. Every day it was the same old thing. When I entered through the front gate, I was trapped. There was no escape. But I didn't have a choice. Because I was only a child. Nobody listened to me. And so I still had to go to school. So stifling in my classroom. Take my seat at the back of the class, as usual, trying not to draw any attention to myself. I only wear white and my head hangs when I walk. Look down at my feet so I don't make eye contact with anyone. Never raise my hand in class, even when I know the answer to a question. When we're told to split into groups, I always hang around by myself. During lunchtime, I go hide in the library, but it never works. Take my seat, my chair scrapes across the floor. The slightest bit of noise makes me flinch. Look around the class, my eyes wide. They're all looking at me. All my classmates, they're staring at me, mocking me. Even though they don't see it, I can hear it. Freak, loser, moron. Let's play together again a lot today, okay? I shiver. Legs feel weak. Held my desk with both hands to stop myself from toppling over. They're all looking at me. They're all laughing at me. PE teacher is so tall. Looks at me with obvious irritation in her eyes, arms by her side. Cow before her, trembling. I bet she hates me too, just like my classmates. She hates me because I'm annoying and I'm always bothering her. I want to tell her it isn't my fault, but I can't. I can't find the words. Can't even open my mouth. Carter, I thought we'd been through this before. PE is a compulsory student, you know. Look at her from under my eyelashes. My hair falling in front of my eyes. It's not my fault. It's not my fault. I did bring it. I did, but teacher sighs. You can at least say yes, ma'am, when I talk to you. Yes, ma'am. Still saying that doesn't change the facts, does it? No, ma'am. This is the third time in the last 2 weeks that you've forgotten your PE uniform. Seems a simple warning isn't good enough anymore. Not if you flagrantly ignore it. Don't know what flagrantly means, but I'm sure it's a bad thing. I'm sorry, ma'am. Being sorry isn't good enough. If you really were sorry, you wouldn't keep doing it, would you? It's an empty apology. Doesn't mean anything. When you become an adult, you'll realize. You shirk your responsibilities, you'll get punished. Saying I'm sorry doesn't make any difference. The real way to show you're sorry is to learn from your mistakes, not repeat them. Honestly. The teacher looks so mad at me. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. I don't know how to make it better. I stand there, picking at the hem of my skirt with my fingers. I want to tell her. It's not my fault, I swear. It's not my fault. I did bring my uniform to school. I did. Double-checked before I left home this morning. No, I triple-checked. Checked over and over. Worried my uniform might jump out of my bag by itself if I didn't pay attention. I don't want to be shouted at. I don't like making people unhappy. I don't want to be scolded. Even though I checked and checked, now when I need it, it isn't there. It's not in my bag. Where did it go? Takata, stop daydreaming. Are you even paying attention? Must have been spacing out again. Takata really is a klutz, isn't she, ma'am? One of my classmates says, smirking. I need for her to say that. Her PE uniform didn't go missing this morning. Nobody makes fun of her. Why not? It isn't fair. Why is it only me? I couldn't agree more. Wish that girl was more like you. And poor Noelle. Alright, let's go over decimal numbers today. Takata, would you pass the worksheets around, please? Walked to the front of the classroom shaking legs. I'm intensely aware that every single one of my classmates is staring at me, eyes boring into my back. As I walk forwards, I feel something. Something just hit my cheek. Something small and round. It stings. It's a piece of eraser. Somebody rolled it up the loose shavings from the eraser into a ball and threw it at me. Look around the class, hand on my cheek, searching for the perpetrator. 30 pairs of eyes stare back, attached to 30 faces. I don't know who it is. I can't tell. Now everybody makes fun of me. It's only a few people, but the whole class contributes. Nobody comes to help. Takata, what are you dawdling for? Start handing out these worksheets, please. I'm sorry. Whole face turns red and I bow in apology. Classmates laugh, their face twisted up with amusement. This is fun to them. It's like going to a zoo. Having so much fun. Why can't I have fun too? Why am I the only one who isn't allowed to have fun? Is it because I did something bad? But what? I don't know. What that something could be. When I start handing out the worksheets, some of the classmates draw away from me in disgust. Pick up their sheets with a look of revulsion on their faces, pinching them between their fingers as though they're diseased. Sir, hand shoots up into the air. Boy, one of the ones who likes teasing me the most is grinning. Teacher looks exasperated. Is it because I'm taking too long to hand out the worksheets? He's in a bad mood because of me. It's all because of me. What is it? It's my worksheet, sir. It smells kind of funny. It's all weird and damp. Damp? Don't be foolish, there's nothing wrong with them. There is, sir. There is. I think it's because of Takata, sir. It's because her palms are all sweaty, so now my worksheet smells bad. Though it was planned, the chorus of complaints begins to rise through the class like a wave. He's right, it stinks. My worksheet too. And mine. Because of Takata, sir. Because she's all sweaty. Because she never takes a bath. Man, fuck these kids. Yeah, fuck all these kids. I stand there frozen, remaining worksheets crumpled up in my right hand. Legs are trembling. Face feels hot. Don't smell bad, do I? Am I really that disgusting? No, you are not. Just really shitty kids who brought out to treat people who are even remotely different like shit. Yeah, I don't like reading any of this. God, poor girl did not deserve any of this. It really hurts. Maybe I've twisted it? I hope not. Then I won't be able to finish my painting in art class. Art is the only lesson I like. Anything about school I look forward to. I don't want it to be taken away from me. Look at the perpetrator, trying to keep my expression cold. Don't want to cry. Even though it hurts, I can't cry. If I cry, it'll only make it worse. Man, poor girl. Yeah, bullies can suck my fucking balls. Yeah. Every school has got one of them, at least. I don't care about the whole excuse of like, oh yeah, they're abused at home or fucking whatever. Doesn't mean it's excuse their behaviour and they get to take it out on everybody else. Because, I mean, yeah, fair enough, they're angry at, like, their parents or angry at the people who aren't helping them. Sure, fair, valid. But it's not okay for them to then go and turn that anger into then bullying the poor people who don't deserve it. And, yeah, you know. Because otherwise they're just, yeah, turning out to be like their parents or whoever's bullying them or whatever. It's just, yeah, anyway. God, all these people really fucking suck and I don't want to fucking hear any of this. I don't want to, yeah, I didn't really feel like reading all this. I already feel bummed out. And some of these kids need, like, fucking slap around the head sometimes. Yeah. I know the whole, kids don't need to be hit and stuff. I mean, to agreement, but I have a different saying of that kids at a certain age need to know that there are consequences to their actions. So, yeah, whether that be getting detention or if they start, like, hurting somebody, they're gonna hurt them back. Or they have every right to hurt them back, kind of thing. But, yeah. God, poor Noelle. I'm guessing this is where all the fucked up thoughts started happening. God, poor thing. Yeah. Okay, good. End of that. Are you alright, Noelle? You hardly touched your food. Sorry, not very hungry. Even if you're not hungry, you should at least try and eat a little bit. You don't want this food to go to waste, do you? If you want it, you can have it. Now, don't give me that. Plenty of people die of hunger across the world, you know. Oh god, not that fucking bullshit. Yeah. I always hate that kind of mentality. It's just like, if you're not hungry, you're not fucking hungry. Like, people feel hungry at different times, but, I mean, in this situation, she is not hungry because of shit's going on, but, yeah, having that kind of mentality is not gonna fucking help her. The least you can do is appreciate the food that you have on your plate. Mustn't forget to be thankful. I am thankful, but I'm not hungry. Prod my meal with my chopsticks. Don't know what I'm eating. No idea what I've been putting into my mouth. Now my dad is good at cooking. I haven't been able to taste anything lately. What's the point of eating anyway? Won't change anything. Won't make my classmates nicer to me. Won't make my life easier. It's just a waste of time. My mother looks at me with concern. Reaches across the table, pressing her hand against my forehead. Well, you don't seem to have a temperature. I'm not sick. I'm just not hungry. I haven't been eating properly for a while though. Is everything alright? Look at my mother. Chopsticks clasped tightly in my hands. I grip them so hard I'm sure there'll be red marks engraved into my palms when I let them go. Scalp still hurts from earlier. Girl was so violent. I think she pulled some of my hair. Is it because my hair is this funny colour? Is it because my eyes are blue? Is it because my mother isn't Japanese? That why I get bullied? It's not my fault. It isn't. My mother's, isn't it? Why does she look all wrong? Looked like all the other mothers, then I wouldn't look so weird. I wouldn't stand out, so I wouldn't get picked on. Maybe I could have a happy life if I had a normal mother. But when I think this, I start to feel really guilty. My stomach hurts. I feel sick. My mother is a nice person. She cares about me. She brushes my hair every single morning before she sends me off to school. How could I hate her? It isn't her fault. I don't want to hate her. I don't want to hate anyone. Dear, what is it? What's wrong? Look up into my mother's eyes, my body trembling. Grip on the chopsticks tighten. Heart starts beating faster and faster. Take a deep breath. Say it in a rush, expelling it from my body as though it's something poisonous. Don't say it quickly, I'll lose what little courage I have. Then I won't be able to go through with it. So say it fast, stumbling over the words as I do so. I think I'm being bullied at school. So naive. Mother complained to the school, and in turn, homeroom teacher gave us a very strict talking about bullying. Class was given a punishment too. Made to clean out the old swimming pool. Of course, everybody knew it was my fault. I was the only person in class being bullied, after all. Who else was there to blame? So, the bullying got worse. God, this poor girl deserves a fucking hug. It isn't fair. Why is it always me? Sit with my knees tucked up under my chin, arms wrapped around my legs. Nose is filled with the comforting aroma of sawdust, while my bare toes curled up amongst the straw and old newspapers. Feels nice, strangely soothing. Don't know where my shoes are. Think I kicked them off before I came inside. I'm sitting in a large rabbit hutch where the school rabbits are housed. Several rabbits, some white ones, some brown ones, and a black one with floppy ears. Twitchy noses and fluffy tails, like balls of cotton wool, are so cute. The way they scamper over to me, staring up at me with those big eyes, makes it seem almost like they understand. They're the only ones that listen to me. They're the only ones who care. Guess this means you're my only friends, huh? And I guess this is why she likes rabbits so much. Supposed to be the school pets. There's a schedule and each class gets to take care of them for a week. Although the kids in my class were excited by this at first, soon began to lose interest. Thought taking care of rabbits was an extra burden, just like cleaning up the classroom. After a while, they stopped coming here. Even though our classes turned to look after the rabbits, nobody is here but me. I'm the only one who still bothers. Not as though I dislike that, though. Rather, makes me happy. At least the rabbits like me. At least they don't make fun of me. Don't pinch me or tear up my homework or whisper behind my back. I yawn, resting my head against my knees. Don't know how long I've been here. Must be quite a while. Maybe an hour? Maybe more? Who knows? It's starting to get dark outside and it's cold too. I should go home. Don't hurry, my parents will get worried about me. If they get worried about me, I might phone the school again. Ask my teacher to check up on me. If that happens, I shudder. I don't want that to happen. I can't let that happen. But at the same time, I don't want to move. People in my class sometimes wait for me outside the school gates. They wait and they ambush me, calling me names, kicking at my bag, trying to steal my shoes. They can be surprisingly persistent too. Once they waited for me by the gates for more than an hour. I thought I was safe, hanging around in the restroom for that long, but What's wrong? They were even meaner to me that day because I made them wait longer. Because me really has become a sport by this point, hasn't it? Even people who aren't in my class do it. Brings people together. They can have a nice, fun, happy time wearing such bright smiles as they make fun of me endlessly. It's not fair. I want to have fun too. Why am I the only one? Why is it just me? You guys are the only friends I have. The only ones who listen to me. Rabbits look at me, noses twitching. I think they understand. You're so little and cute. Looking at you makes me feel better. I smile, stroking one of the white rabbits with my trembling hand. It doesn't run away. First started to visit them, they were wary of me, backing into the far corners of their cage and looking at me with untrusting eyes. It's different now. They opened up to me. They let me touch them. They let me stroke them. It's a sign they accept me. It's proof that they really are my friends. Rabbits are so much better than people. Bullying is even worse than usual today. Every day it increases. Bullies get more and more confident as they find more and more things they can get away with. When to test just how far they can push it, acts of cruelty escalate further. I can't do a thing. Powerless to stop it. Every night before I go to bed, pray that something bad will happen to the bullies. Pray they'll come down with the flu, fall down the stairs, even die in a traffic accident. I don't care what it is. I just want them to leave me alone. Maybe this is why I'm being punished. Because I'm a bad person who has wicked thoughts. Maybe I deserve it. I'm in my classroom, along with the rest of the girls. Meant to be getting changed for a swing lesson. I ain't getting changed here with everybody else. Usually I get changed by myself in the toilets, but PE teacher caught me doing it last time and she scolded me. Said I wasn't meant to get changed there. It was dirty, and no wonder the other children don't like you if you keep avoiding them like that. God, some people should not be in charge of children. Had to get changed in the classroom now. If I don't, I could get into a lot of trouble. But I made a mistake. Being punished by a scary teacher would be far less humiliating than this. One of the girls has stolen my swimsuit. I went in a loft high above my head. Can't reach it. Even if I jump, I wouldn't be able to catch it. Stand in the middle of the classroom, my whole body shaking. Everybody's watching me, laughing. Those who aren't laughing have sad, pitying looks in their eyes. But they don't offer to help. Nobody ever does. Of course they don't. If they did, they'd just get bullied too. Can't blame them. If I was in this situation, I would do exactly the same thing. I don't want to get bullied either. And we're just gonna skip through all this. Okay, so yeah, this is the same group that, kind of pulled her hair and stuff. And this is all just really fucking depressing shit. Oh my god, I feel so fucking bad for her. I sit in the toilet seat, sealed up inside a small cubicle. It's the only safe haven left for me in the school building. You know, it smells bad and there's a damp toilet paper stuck to the floor. I used to go to the library during lunchtime, but that isn't an option anymore. Guess the kids in my class must really miss me. Got so lonely eating lunch in the classroom without me that they had to go and search for me. Yeah, really must be boring. Eating lunch your parents made for you with your friends, laughing, talking. Truly entertain yourself, you need to have somebody to bully. I see how it is. Exists for the amusement of others. I'm not there. Everybody gets restless. Sake of the others, sacrificed. Leading to the sacrifice so everybody else can have fun. So I get bullied, nobody else has to be. It's for the good of the class. Group of kids banded together and they searched around the school for my hiding place. Didn't take them very long to find it. Library is hardly a secret base, tucked away from the public eye. Actually, it was the very first place they checked. Dragged me away, smiling at the librarian the whole time. Told her they were my friends and they'd come to play with me. She believed them. Of course she did. Couldn't say anything in response. Once they found me, they brought me back to the classroom, then harassed me. Kept bringing up the incident from a couple of weeks ago, over and over again. I'm not fucking reading any of this. I'm not reading any of this. God, fuck all these kids. God, this is so depressing. God. Now I feel bad for kind of being kind of a dick. We're saying jokes about Noelle and stuff. Well, not really jokes, but kind of going, oh yeah, you're gonna kill me, right? I mean, he shouldn't really be going around killing people, but fuck me, man. Sniffle, wiping my eyes with my sleeve, trying to stem my tears. Maybe if I cry in here, people will mistake me for a vengeful demon. Who am I kidding? Not like that'll ever happen. Don't have any powers. Can't protect myself. Can't do anything. Pick at the food that my father prepared for me. Sure tastes good, but since I'm sitting in such a dismal place, all by myself, I can't enjoy it. Tastes salty from my tears. Dad, sorry. Sorry I wasted a meal you made by eating in a place like this. But you're thinking that I'm eating in my classroom, surrounded by my friends. We're having a good time. But that isn't true. Nothing could be further from the truth. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you had to prepare food for a child as worthless as me. Sorry your daughter ended up so pathetic. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Fuck. Hey, this place is gross. Yeah, totally rank. Anybody clean up in here? I can hear voices. There are people in here. Sound like the girls from my class. Try to remain as still and silent as possible, curling myself into a ball. Don't even want to breathe. Slice down and they'll hear me. They'll hear me and they'll drag me out and then... Squeeze my eyes shut tightly, shaking my head. Don't even want to think about it. Guess this is why everyone uses the restroom on the second floor instead. Yeah, that's way much nicer, but way more crowded. Went there, everybody would hear us. That's right. Nobody can hear about this. Starting to get excited. Oh god, what are you guys up to? I don't want to get in trouble though. Don't worry, you won't. It's not like anyone will know it was us, right? But I can't help but sorry for Cicada. Huh? Talking about me? Don't feel sorry for her. Can't believe because she deserves it. Really? She was so quiet though. That's exactly my point. Always looking down on us, acting like she's better than everyone, just because her parents are a little bit rich. Always wears such fancy clothes and looks at us so scornfully. Pisses me off. Yeah, she never even tries to join in. Makes me mad, like, who do you think she is, or she thinks she is? When we try to be nice to her, she never listened to us. I guess I can't believe it. Is it really my fault? Am I being bullied because I deserve it? Am I really that bad? Is being quiet such a bad thing? Oh no, small gasp. Usually I put my hands to my mouth trying to stifle the sound, but of course I made a mistake. I got one crucial thing. My lunchbox sitting on my lap. Some movement jolts it, knocking it aside. The plastic box hits the tiled floor with an audible thud. Food spills everywhere across the water-soaked tissue-smeared ground. So stupid. Yeah, we're just gonna skip through all this because I don't really... I'm not gonna read any of this. I hate it. Same here, Noelle, same here. Sat in a rabbit hunch with my knees tucked under my chin and my arms around my legs. Even the smell of the sawdust or the straw between my toes can comfort me now. Nothing can. Why am I even alive anymore? Anyway, point in existing in this world. I'm not just going to get abused like this. This is how my life is going to be, then I don't want to live anymore. I sit there, head hanging, holding an object in my hand. Oh, the box cutter has made a return, but for a much more depressing reason. Light plastic object. At a glance it looks innocent and amusing, but when you slide it from the bottom, you can find a sharp metal blade. It's a box cutter. Stole it from the art classroom, tucking it away inside my school bag. Parents are good people. They always told me stealing is wrong. Said if I stole anything, I'd become a criminal. Criminals are bad people. I don't want to be a bad person, so I feel guilty for taking it. But why am I the bad person? I'm the only one who's being bullied. Surely the bullies are worse than me. But maybe they bully me because I'm bad. I know I have cool thoughts and I want them to die. So they target me because I deserve it. Bullying might be a bad thing to do, but maybe it's okay to bully people who are bad themselves. Is that how it works? I'm sure if I die, I'll make lots of people happy. I won't have to be angry anymore. It's for the best. Even though stealing this box cutter was bad, if I use it properly, then I'll be doing something good. I don't want to think anymore. I'm tired of thinking. Doesn't help me anyway, so there's no point. No point in anything. I'll end it. I'll end it right now, and then I'll never have to feel bad again. Hold the box cutter in my hand tightly. Hurts my fingers, but I don't mind. A little bit of pain is nothing. Extend the blade for the plastic case and marvel at how shiny it is. I can do it. I will. That's what I tell myself, but fingers start to shake. Heart beats a little faster. I start to feel scared. I don't really want to be in pain. I don't want to be hurt. But I don't know how else to stop it. I'm hurting already, aren't I? Much pain is nothing, right? I remember one time I was helping my mother cook. I cut my finger with a knife. That really hurt. My finger bled. It was bright red. Don't want that to happen again. I do, but I don't. Yeah, I do. It's all mixed up and confused, and it hurts. It hurts so much. I feel like my head is going to explode. Look at the rabbits, imploring them. Please tell me what to do. But they don't tell me. Of course they don't. They can't talk. I thought they were my friends. I thought they understood me. But wasn't that ridiculous? Wasn't that naive? Of course they can't understand. Can't understand because they're not human. Only people who can help people, but it's already too late for me already. I've already been abandoned. Rabbits can't do a thing. In their case, they're worthless. These creatures that I call my friends are all worthless. Why are they even alive? They can't help me, then they should just die. I don't want to die. I'm already in pain. Don't want to hurt anymore. This isn't fair. Those who are happy, those who don't know suffering, who need to be taught a lesson. Everybody knew how much being bullied hurts, so they wouldn't bully anyone. If everyone could share my pain, the world would become a much better place. Surely. That's the real solution. Everybody should be in pain. Nobody should be excluded. Nobody. It's not fair. I'm tired of being the only one who hurts. I don't want to be the only one. I don't want to be alone. Why is it always me? My eyes are leaking. Vision's blurred, my nose dripping snot. Chest rises and falls. Try to breathe in, but my lungs don't seem to be cooperating. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I feel like I'm gonna suffocate. Going to collapse. I'll die. I'll really die. I can't stop myself. I keep on crying. My fingers. I feel wet, warm. Why is that? How did that happen? I don't know. I don't know anything. Man, I'll say nobody deserves to be treated like that. Nobody. Nobody deserves to be me to feel like this either. After that, I didn't have to go to school anymore. Or, to be more precise, I wasn't allowed to go back to school anymore. That was why my parents decided to move. So, when I was 9, I ended up coming here, to a small village. Oh, fuck me, man. Knew it was gonna be bad, but Jesus Christ, man. Well, can we just hug her again? Can that be an option? Look at Noelle in shock. Not sure how to react. I assumed the child would be Blake, but no idea it would be anywhere as bad as that. Likely what I was saying. Must be a truly privileged person, and up until today I didn't even realize it. I haven't been bullied like Noelle has. Playful jokes and slaps on the back courtesy of Moo had nothing compared to that. I had no idea people could be so cruel. Yep. That's the unfortunate reality of this planet. Just no matter how good of a person you want to try and be, there's always going to be somebody that's going to ruin your groove type of thing. Just, yeah. Always somebody who just is a rotten apple through and through. No matter how much you want to change them. Noelle blinks. When she told me such a grim story, she doesn't look particularly sad. Instead, she looks strangely hollow, like a filleted fish. This absence of emotion is even more troubling than real grief would be. At least I know how to react to that. She cried that I could offer her a tissue. Let's carry tissues around me after all. Or pat her on the shoulder. Maybe a hug. But since she hasn't reacted at all, I don't know what to do. Fuck. Because I can't remember what time frame this game is in. I think it was in the 1980s, 90s. So, I don't think mental health was taken too seriously back then. Definitely back in the 80s. And certainly in the 90s as well. So, I don't know how much help Noelle would have gotten for, or the trauma she would have gotten from that school, if any at all. So, poor thing has probably had no way of coping or knowing how to deal with her emotions and everything. Man. Yeah. When you say that, Ak-chan, are you talking about me? No, of course not. Why would I be talking about you? Because I was cruel. Don't you think I was cruel? Don't you? Are you talking about the rabbits? Such a run for words, groping in the dark. It's clearly a delicate subject matter. Not sure how to approach it. Were the rabbits badly injured? Yes. How badly? Badly enough that they stopped moving. I draw a sharp intake of breath. Just as I thought. I mean, you killed them? I think so. Most likely. Can't exactly remember. When I think back to it, I don't know what I did. Not entirely. As though that part of my brain is completely blank. Like a videotape that's been recorded over. Yet, as I watch it closely, it becomes more and more apparent. Shoulders are shaking. Father taped over one of my videos once, with a baseball game. Didn't want to be a bother, so I didn't mention it, but it was still upsetting. It was the same kind of thing back then. But I do know, I came to my senses, sitting in the rabbit hutch, I was holding the box cutter in my hands. And my fingers were bright red. No, it's a lie. Not just that. Hutch as well. Everywhere. It was on my clothes and in my hair. Across the floor. It was bright red. All over. All over. And the rabbits. The rabbits were laying there, twitching, covered in cuts so deep I could see all the way inside them. All the way inside. I'd never seen anything like that before. It was soft and wet, spongy and pink, like something from a horror movie. It didn't look real, but the eyes were dark black and the noses were still twitching. They were still alive. They were still alive, but they was in so much pain. And they couldn't even make a sound. And then they died. Died slowly in agony. While I sat there and watched. It was all my fault. All my fault. Instantly, I'm reminded of something. Contents of Noelle's sketchbook. There were pages and pages of them. Countless drawings of rabbits, one after the other, all drawn with harsh black strokes. I just realized about the painting she had at the village school. I thought the I thought the painting was potentially her feelings towards me. I couldn't piece together why rabbits of all things were on the thing, but it was about that incident. That's what she was painting. Fuck me, man. I was laying with their tummies against the ground. I was perched on logs with their ears pointed upwards. I was eating dandelions with twitching noses. There were rabbits drawn during the early morning, rabbits drawn during the evening, rabbits on sunny days and rabbits on rainy ones. Just rabbits. Pages upon pages of rabbits. And when I questioned Noelle about it, what was her response? It was something strange, something vague, something like, if I don't draw the rabbits, then who else will? I wonder, the reason why she draws them, could it possibly be guilt? I think about it most days. Almost every single day, unless I'm being unusually forgetful. Always remember again eventually, though. Sometimes I think if I try hard enough, I'll remember exactly what happened. And I'll understand what it was I did, and why, but a dark fog inside my mind. I can't remember, no matter how hard I try. I just can't. I can't. Noelle, I am a bad person, aren't I? Only a bad person would do something so cruel. No, I think it was cruel, but you're not bad. I am horribly bad. The worst. Noelle punishes herself harshly, body bent forward under the weight of her own words. Yet, whether vicious, judgmental, without a single trace of forgiveness. Voice still sounds empty. It's almost as though she is reading from a script. Because I was bullied, I felt helpless. Felt helpless and backed into a corner, and so I lashed out in anger. I was self-righteous. I thought I deserved to be angry. Which, yeah, is completely fair and fucking valid after the way you were treated, but again, like, killing the rabbits and, like, that's not a good thing to do, Noelle, but yeah. Rabbits, who had never done anything wrong, who I considered my friends, the only ones I could hurt. They were too weak to resist. Couldn't get away. So I hurt them. For my own self-satisfaction, I hurt them. Just like the bullies did to her. I am a bad person. Unforgivably bad. I don't know what to say. Seems to be a recurring theme lately. Had to grope around in the darker recesses of my brain, sweeping back cobwebs and chasing away spiders before I'm able to formulate a reply. Isn't that why you thought when I left I was ignoring you? Because I didn't like you? Noelle nods her head, moves jokingly like a clockwork toy. Yeah, because I'm a bad person, so I deserve to be disliked. Passing on time feels wrong, stilted and wooden. Both of us are unable to express ourselves clearly. Dance around words, not quite knowing how to articulate our thoughts. Maybe this is just how it is. Maybe this is what what being human entails. Can two people really connect with one another when their minds are so distant, so far away? Perhaps it would be easier to touch the stars in the night sky with the tips of my fingers. Getting inside somebody else's brain is impossible, unless one does it directly with a knife or a saw. Wouldn't be the same, though, and it's not what I want. Why aren't we talking? I don't think you're a bad person, you know. Is that so? Noelle's voice is soft, barely more than a whisper. It's left a heft than a ripple across the water. I wonder if she believes me. I really have no idea. I mean, no matter what you've done or what you did, you're still my friend. You want to be my friend? Of course I do. What's in the past is in the past. Doesn't change the years we spent together. Doesn't change a thing. I think that's a contradiction, Akchan. And yet, despite that, I can see it. Beginning of a smile. How is that a contradiction? You just said the past doesn't matter. But you attach so much value to our own childhood memories. Doesn't make sense. A contradiction. She can be strangely illogical at times, despite how scatterbrained she is. Yeah, guess it is a contradiction. People are full of them. I wish they weren't. It'd be a lot easier to understand humans then. I know, but you're a human too. Maybe. There is no maybe. No matter what you did or what you've done, you're human. Have just as much right to be happy as anybody else. I don't know. I did something bad. Something bad that can't be undone. Akchan. Noelle looks at me. My blue eyes are all-encompassing, consuming. Feels as though the ground beneath me has vanished. Falling helplessly drawn into a cloudless blue sky. Sometimes I don't understand my own brain. Sometimes I have disturbing thoughts. Things I would never want to think normally. But they're still there. Even when I try to ignore them. They're still there. They're still a part of me. I don't understand myself at all. And sometimes I get scared of myself. Mine does whatever it wants and I feel completely powerless to stop it. It's not normal, is it? I really do feel like I'm not a real human. Yeah. As a friend, I don't know if we can help you that much, but again, this is in a time when mental health wasn't nearly talked about as much as it was, and was definitely not taken seriously, but yeah, it sounds like she definitely needs to talk to a professional of sorts, because as much as you want to say, oh, you're okay, you're normal, you're fine, like, yeah, in her words, not normal people think about this sort of stuff. Somebody who also deals with thoughts like these, it's not a fun experience, but if it gets like really bad, you do need to go seek a professional, because that's what the professionals are there for. They're there to help you sort whatever shit is out in your brain and try and teach you how to cope with it and all that stuff. Staring into Noelle's eyes, completely bewitched. Couldn't move an inch even if I wanted to. Her eyes are damp, Could it be tears? Well, you are human. You're definitely human. But if that's true, why was I treated so badly? Why was that? Because your classmates are bullies and you were unlucky. There's no deeper meaning behind it than that. Even if it's hard to accept, it's probably true. None of your classmates hurt you. Had nothing to do with you. Not really. Just wanted a way to kill time. But then, I'm a human, then why do I have such horrible thoughts? And why do I have do such horrible things? Why is that? I'll hold onto a door tightly, so for dear life. I don't know. I can't say, but no matter what, no matter what you've done or what you think, I won't stop liking you. Not now, not ever. Noelle tilts her head to one side. Blue eyes are shining with unshed tears. Sparkle under the sunlight. But why? Not very good words, so you'll have to explain it carefully. Neither am I, but don't think that's such a difficult idea, because you're my best friend. Noelle blinks, slowly and deliberately, once, twice. With each blink, tears beating in the corners of her eyes are unsettled, sent to roll down her cheeks in individual drops of salt water. Best. What does that mean? Face goes light pink. How can I express something like that? And in the end, we still get a choice.